I've taken people's feedback on board about the subtitles, so I've decided to speed them up by 1 notch, so hopefully that will make things run a little bit more smoother.
I say, someone sent me a letter. I know a gentleman never fetches his own mail, but I shall make an exception in this case. I can always deduct something from Mossop's salary.
But Mossop is right here. Surely you could have just ordered him to? Here's 73.
Half human, half feline. Who'd have thought it was possible?
Where are you going now?
You are house-trained, aren't you?
I don't know, Mr. Fanshawe. I've never been in a house before.
Well, when and if you feel the urge, go outside, or in Mossop's room. How did you get here from Dinsey Island?
To tell the truth, I just swam west until I saw a passing ship, clambered aboard and stowed away for a couple of weeks. Luckily, it was en route to Southampton docks.
How did you come to hear of me and my adventuring exploits?
There was a newspaper on the floor of my cage. It had a feature on you.
They gave you reading matter? Oh, how civilized.
Wasn't actually for reading, Mr. Fanshawe.
Stay here, but stay off the furniture. I don't think that's valuable enough to sell.
We get the same response to all of the ornaments in the house.
This is the first time I've been in Mossop's room. So this is how he chooses to live. 2 chairs and a bed. I'm paying him far too much. A veritable cesspit of lower-class bacteria. I would not even let a dog sleep on that flea-ridden mattress. If Mossop uses that in his cooking, it would explain a lot. This could set major events in motion. Oh, Rob Roy Glaswegian Malted Industrial Whiskey. Recommended for paint stripping, treatment of verrucas and hand-to-hand combat. Drink only in emergency. I hope Mossop keeps this strictly for medicinal purposes. I'm sure Mossop won't mind me borrowing this. After all, I provided the wages that paid for it.
Poor Mossop. Our first time in his room and we steal all his stuff.
Your room is filthy, Mossop.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll clean it as soon as I have the time.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Righty-ho, sir.
That's one of my keys. I must have left it there by mistake. I shouldn't have left this lying around. It keeps my most valuable possessions safe and sound. Ah, My lovely, comfortable bed. There had better not be any cat hairs on it when I get back. I haven't got time to sleep.
Okay, let's take a look at our stash.
Let's see what I've got in my wallet.
For some reason, we need to take things out one by one, instead of just doing it automatically.
Let's see what I've got in my wallet. Let's see what I've got in my wallet. There's nothing useful left in there. I could use this as an airtight and watertight container. This is an old copy of the Sporting Times from before I went to America. I won't find out what this envelope contains unless I open it. There's a letter inside this envelope.
Right. So why does it take 2 steps to remove it?
This must be from my beloved Mirabella. I recognize the scent. Venus flytrap, if I'm not mistaken. I bet it's a love letter. How much she's missed me. How she longs for my embrace. When will I go and see her? That sort of thing. She's absolutely besotted with me. Bless her. Let me see.
Dear Piers, or should I say, gutless, unchivalrous bag of maggot-ridden offal! How dare you go off to America without me? I had to go shopping using my own allowance for weeks. You'd better get your deceitful hide round to my house immediately, or you can kiss our engagement goodbye. And you'd better have bought me a jolly expensive present too. Yours sincerely, Mirabella de Camembert, Miss.
Oh dear, I suppose I better go and see her. She doesn't like being kept waiting.
They sound like they deserve each other.
This is a medicinal brew used to unblock plumbing, so to speak. I would never drink any of this unless I really had to.
Oh, go on, please.
This is a well-blended but industrial strength whiskey. A gentleman never pours his own drink. It's the key to the bureau drawer in my study.
The study can be found at the back of the lounge. We will be visiting there in just a minute or two.
It has my address and the correct spelling of my name printed on it. This is all the ready cash I have left, a few measly pounds. This is a rather ornate membership card with my name on it. Of course, the Highborn Club. Its membership is composed entirely of rich gentlemen who like nothing better than to waste their inherited money on insane ventures. I'll surely be able to find someone there to invest in my expedition. It's an empty envelope addressed to me.
Alright, let's head back downstairs. There are 2 bookshelves, but they produce the same results.
Let's see. Maybe some of my books can help me in my quest. How to Be a Complete Gentleman. I already know that one off by heart. The 1 Minute Gentleman. Read it. Who's Who. I already know everyone worth knowing. The Lost City of Atlantis. No good. It just says it's lost. Train Your Manservant the Woodhouse Way. Well, that didn't work.
What is the Woodhouse Way? Dare I ask?
How to Speak to Commoners. Why should I want to do that? Why the British Empire Will Never End. Good and reassuring, but not what I'm looking for.
I have my own thoughts on the British Empire, which I will save for now.
Ooh la la, Nanette. Something for another time, I think. Saucy, buxom ankle stories. Something for another time, I think. How to Impersonate Royalty, Volume 2. Dash, this is the version on dressing up as a female member of the royal household. Yeah, I would certainly never consider that. Nice illustrations, though. "1,001 Activities for the Idle Rich." What a lifesaver that book has been in the past. How to Speak to Foreigners. Why would I want to do that? How to Execute Your Own Fakes, Forgeries, Cons and Swindles. Oh, yes, that's the book that cost me 5 guineas. The one with all the blank pages. How to Conquer Feelings of Guilt When Beating One's Manservant. Well, I've never felt guilty, so that's a waste of time. Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. It's quite a rare book, I believe. Shame no one would be interested in it, except the author, perhaps. I think I've exhausted my library. Nothing seems to be of any help. That's my private drawer. It contains my most valuable documents. It's locked. Now there is my most valuable possession. This is the deed of property to this house. It's worth thousands of pounds.
Alright, let's go. Let's see what London has to offer.
Where to, Governor?
I like how he just closes the door right behind him and makes Mossop have to open it for himself. Anyway, we have the Royal Scientific Institute, Buckingham Palace, the Highborn Club. We have been here, Mirabella's, Whitechapel and the docks. We really should swing by Mirabella's, but let's go to the train station first.
Blackfriars Station.
Oh, it's Blackfriars. I was well off.
Rather useful when one has several items of baggage.
Paper!
He's waiting for the next train.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend much time here at all. We are only here for the newspaper.
Thank you kindly, Governor.
Where to, Governor?
Barnesbury.
Here, you'll never guess who I had in the back of me cab yesterday.
Not if I sit here silently staring out of the window and pretending not to hear you. No.
Do you mind if I wait here, sir? I know Miss Mirabella is your betrothed, but...
But what, Mossop?
Well, she scares me, sir.
Nonsense, Mossop. She's just strong-willed, with a mind of her own. She knows what she wants, and she's going to make me get it for her. Wait for me here.
Thank you, sir.
Why does Mirabella scare you so?
She looks down on me, sir.
Everybody looks down on you, Mossop. You're short.
No, sir. She treats me like I'm a tool for her own personal use and abuse.
You're lucky. I've got to wait until my wedding night to be treated like that. Come and see Mirabella with me, Mossop.
I really would rather not, sir. She doesn't like me very much.
I don't think she likes me very much, but I still have to go and see her. I don't see why I should have to go alone.
A manservant should never interfere with his master's romantic escapades.
Is that some sort of rule for manservants?
No, it's a rule for staying employed, sir.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Righty-ho, sir.
That's Gertrude, the senile maid of my beloved Mirabella.
Senile? That seems a bit harsh.
Hello, Gertrude. Is Mirabella here?
Hello?
Miss Mirabella, your mistress. Is she here?
I'm not Mirabella. I'm Gertrude.
I know that.
There's a strange girl in the garden, you know.
So she's in the garden. Excellent. Thank you, Gertrude.
Whoops.
He's not important. He's my manservant. There's some wild catnip growing down there. I don't care for the sweet smell myself, but I understand it appeals to many animals. I think 73 might appreciate this. Whoever owns these owns my house. I better hang on to them. This is the latest Sporting Times, just a few days old. This plant is quite popular with cats, so I've heard. Mirabella, my darling.
It's about time! I sent that letter a week ago!
But I've only just returned from America, my sweet. I came as soon as I could.
Piers, if you really loved me, you would have got here sooner. I've had a simply awful time with the wedding invitations. I had to write them all out myself. It's a good job the diamond on the engagement ring you gave me was so small. Otherwise, the added weight on my hand would have made the task even more unbearable.
Exactly how many people have you invited, my little puppet?
Including your family and friends?
About 30 of them, yes.
Well, so far there's 30 plus 3, that's 33, 38, 41, 47, 1,018.
1,000 and... We don't even know that many people.
But they're people we should know, Piers. It's typical of you to try to stifle my chances of becoming someone important. I go to the trouble of inviting dukes and earls and people who mean something in society, and you want to spoil it for me as usual. Sometimes I wonder why I'm marrying you at all.
Oh, are we done here?
That is my beloved fiancée. She's as affectionate as a great white shark, and she shops like there's no tomorrow. Is there anything I can get to make you happy, dearest?
A knighthood would be good for a start. But for now, a strong cup of tea would be nice.
I was wondering, my darling, could I possibly, if you wouldn't mind, just to help out, you understand, about your engagement ring, my dear?
Yes, Piers, about my so-called engagement ring. Do you realise the jewel is so small, I can hardly even tell I've got it on? So unless you brought me a replacement of a decent size and weight, I don't even want to discuss the subject.
Of course, my petal. I will be talked at by you later, my sweet.
It's hard to judge sometimes when these long automatic monologues end. Although, is it a monologue when it involves two people? Right, long automatic conversations.
Hello, Gertrude.
Why, if it isn't Prince Albert.
Can you make Mirabella a cup of tea?
Who's Mirabella?
She's your mistress. Oh, never mind. Just make a cup of tea, will you?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, we are done here.